Do you have Hashimoto's thyroiditis, which is an autoimmune thyroid disease? Well, if you do, you might be making these same 3 mistakes that many other people with Hashimoto's make. What are they? Let's dive in and explore. Hi there, I'm Yulia Tarbath here, certified holistic nutritionist at rossumhealthy.com, helping you create healthy body, healthy hormones, and a lifestyle of your dreams completely naturally. But before we go any further, if you're watching me on YouTube, remember to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell notification so you're never having to miss a single video from Rossum Healthy. So I've got my whiteboard here. I'm going to be explaining and drawing things here. So today we're talking about Hashimoto's mistakes and the 3 mistakes that so many people make all the time, and the mistakes that can really damage the health of your thyroid, so you need to avoid them. Now, Hashimoto's thyroiditis is a huge problem in our modern world. Millions of people suffer from it, and 90% of people with hypothyroidism have Hashimoto's thyroiditis, with many of them not even realizing that they've got an autoimmune thyroid disease. So the first mistake that people make when it comes to addressing Hashimoto's is listening to doctors. So listening to doctors. And don't get me wrong, doctors are great. I love doctors. They play an important role in the scheme of things. However, when it comes to autoimmune diseases and chronic diseases, doctors often cannot help. And one of my clients the other day has said that she's asked her doctor, she actually got diagnosed with Hashimoto's after we started working together. And she asked her doctor, why didn't you test me for it before? And her doctor said, you know, we don't even know what to do with it. If your antibodies are high, we have no idea what to do, how to help you. And that is just so shocking. And that is so incredible that people will actually listen to their doctor and they will continue living with Hashimoto's thyroiditis. Now, why is it dangerous? Why is it dangerous to listen to your doctor when it comes to that kind of advice? Well, because Hashimoto's thyroiditis destroys your thyroid. So if you are finding that you are gaining more and more weight and your hormones are all over the place, you are drained of energy, you got no libido, your hair's falling out, all these are symptoms of low thyroid, and Hashimoto's thyroiditis destroys the health of your thyroid. What's more, Hashimoto's can turn into another autoimmune disease, and often one autoimmune disease will develop into others. So as well as Hashimoto's, it's MS, it's lupus, it's type 1 diabetes, it's rheumatoid arthritis, and it starts to seriously affect the quality of your life. So don't listen to doctors. Go and get tested. Get your antibodies tested. If they are high, take action. It's very important for you not to live with high antibodies, thyroid antibodies. Time and time again, I see my clients dropping their medication or reducing their medication, reversing their antibodies when you have the right plan to follow. Now, the second mistake that people make when it comes to treating Hashimoto's is taking high doses of iodine. And what usually happens is people go on Google and they search for thyroid, and yes, oh, you've got to take a lot of iodine. You've got to take 12 milligrams of it every single day. And the reality of it is very different. What we know is that high doses of iodine can actually harm your thyroid. Yes, iodine is important. Yes, you need to consume it in your diet, but in a low amount. So the recommended, the RDA for iodine is only 150 micrograms per day. When you increase it, when you go really, really high, you can damage your thyroid. And the American Thyroid Association has issued a statement warning against high doses of iodine because it can damage your thyroid. And when you have Hashimoto's, you don't want to cause any more damage to your thyroid. You want to reverse it. What's more, many people with Hashimoto's might not even be able to have any iodine in their diets. And regardless whether they take it with vitamin C and selenium and all the other supplements, they might actually start to feel worse when they take iodine. And the third big mistake that people make when it comes to addressing Hashimoto's is going low carb. Have you heard it? Have you heard that you need to exclude your carbs and you need to go low carb and exclude those delicious carbs that you really crave. Well, what happens when you go low carb is that you start to cause damage to your body. We are primarily carbohydrate eaters. That's how we are created. And studies have shown that when you drop your carbohydrates, you can affect your active levels of T3. So your active T3 levels drop, and active T3 is actually what you need. You need to have good levels of T3 in order to be able to stay healthy and feel energy and feel good as well and look good and have your weight in balance. And that level starts to drop. What's more, your metabolic rate starts to drop. So with low metabolism, you put on weight more, you start to feel sluggish, you start to feel less attractive and confident in your body, so your relationship suffers, you keep on gaining more and more weight. So this is not the way forward. The way forward is to go high in carbohydrates, remove all the foods that cause Hashimoto's in the first place, so all the reactive foods that can be introduced into your body, so foods like processed foods and gluten, dairy, and eggs, and so forth, and switch to a lifestyle that is anti-inflammatory, because if you've got Hashimoto's, you've got inflammation in your body. Switch to a lifestyle that is healing, a lifestyle that is going to help you restore the health of your liver, the health of your gut, which you might need to address separately as well, and also restore your overall health. So if you are wondering, how can you do it? So how can you actually reverse your Hashimoto's naturally, which is something that I've done and I've helped so many of my clients do as well. I've put together a free online masterclass where I'm going to walk you through the 5 steps to reversing your hormonal imbalances and losing up to 50 pounds completely naturally. So the link for that is rossomhealthy.com/webinar. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the masterclass.